Ash Media's coverage of Snap-on Kalgoorlie's Australian Street Stock Championship is proudly brought to you by Speedway Sedans Australia.
The Snap-on Kalgoorlie Australian Street Stocks 2015 page as well. Hashtag SSAT 2015. Set ready to go for heat number 12. Jason Crow at the ready. Here we go.
Yes, still a full field. Set for a dispatch. Green lights are activated. We're away. And Paul Coleman from Western Australia will be pretty hard to beat in the white beast in car 56 from the front row. But also going well is Matt Nilsson from Victoria. And also going well is Sam Brumfield from South Australia. It's the charge of the Light Brigade down into turn 3. And they're 3 wide coming out of turn 4 the first occasion. We got one car that spun at the back of the field and has been collected by Daniel Amajuri. That car was, I think, Stacey Bevan. The green lights are still on for the moment. Stacey Bevan's down on the curb, has not moved. And what was a great race for the lead out in front has turned out to be chocolates to boiled lollies. We'll do it all over again because Stacey Bevan, now that the yellows are activated, gets mobile and we'll have ourselves a restart.
He's on Twitter or looking at paperwork.
Yeah, the phone's even getting a rest at the minute. 11 laps to go. Paul Coleman has the quick lap of the race at 20.761. Sam Brumfield, Matt Nelson, Damon Lyle, Wayne Thompson, Travis Moynihan, Dale Riley Jr. Imagine doing that last lap as a lap scorer. Lucky we've got the electronic timing. Hayden Norman, Ricky Throckmorton and Daniel Amajuri. It's a blockbuster field. Into the main straight. Heat 12 is back underway. The green lights are on. Coleman, Brumfield and Matt Nelson, the first 3 now. Making the first move is Damon Lyle. Tried to get underneath of Matt Nelson. It didn't quite work. He's there in 4th. Wayne Thompson 5th. Moynihan goes around the outside of Dale Riley Jr. as they bunch up like bananas coming out of turn 3 and 4. Paul Coleman's gone by the cape. Oh, one car, Brumfield hit a rut down here in turn number 4 and has shot him across the track. The greens are on, the yellows are now on, and unfortunately for Sam Brumfield, he has hit the fence. Coming out of turn 4, he hit one of the ruts that's down there on the curb, shot him across the track and into the fence he went. Not all that heavily. He's able to drive out. Let's hope they can... there's big crowd in tonight. Set for a dispatch, 10 to go, heat 12. Plenty of people up against the fence with the iPads going, taking the vision as Paul Coleman leads them down the main straight from Damon Lyle. Back in 3rd place, it's Travis Moynihan, Wayne Thompson 4th. Thompson from Western Australia goes around the outside of Moynihan, then back to Matt Nelson of Victoria in 5th place as they come up to the bit of the track which is a bit treacherous, coming out of 3 and 4. Coleman and Lyle, they've all got through there on this occasion. Back to Wayne Thompson, Moynihan, back in 5th place it's Matt Nelson. 6th place at this stage is anybody's guess, could be Dale Riley Jr. or Hayden Norman, who I really haven't called in the first 3 laps. He's stuck well back in the field at the moment. Back at the ranch though, Paul Coleman and Damon Lyle having a ding-dong battle for the lead. Into the main straight, then Wayne Thompson 3rd. Dale Riley Jr. has gone up to 4th place. Norman 5th, then Moynihan. The 61 car of Matt Nelson's gone to 7th. Damon Lyle momentarily hit the front, but coming back around the outside is Paul Coleman. So Coleman and Lyle having a great old scrap for the race lead. 5 down and 7 to go. Lyle's trying to get Coleman off the curb, didn't work. Back in 3rd place, Wayne Thompson. Oh, one car went around down there. That's the 33 of Moynihan. He keeps on going, and Sam Brumfield, unfortunately, his bonnet is half peeled off, but that is going to block some of his vision, but he too keeps on going. So the race continues. 5 out in front, then a pair of 2s further back in the field. One of those is actually Daniel Amajuri, and then Sam Brumfield's called it a day. It's Coleman and Lyle having a great scrap. Back to Wayne Thompson, Dale Riley Jr. and Hayden Norman. A long gap back then to Ricky Throckmorton and Daniel Amajuri and Travis Moynihan, and unfortunately Brumfield is OUT out. Into the main straight they come with 5 to go in heat number 12 of the Australian title, and Paul Coleman holding on for grim death. Damon Lyle trying to get underneath. He's got him off the curb again. Lyle and Coleman going hammer and tongs. Back to Wayne Thompson, then Dale Riley Jr. and Hayden Norman, but it's a race in 2 at the moment. Norman though looking to get underneath of Dale Riley Jr. does so. Damon Lyle's decided to go the outside now. Coleman the leader from Damon Lyle. Back to Wayne Thompson. Hayden Norman's up to 4th place now. Now Hayden Norman started back in position number 9. Damon Lyle is still pestering right on the back end of Paul Colmer. Wayne Thompson's 4 car lengths behind. Dale Riley Jr. fights back now on the inside of Hayden Norman. Damon Lyle makes a mistake. He goes out to the concrete curb and loses a lot of ground on the race leader. He's 3 car lengths behind all of a sudden. Back to Wayne Thompson, who's right there. We're going to have a blanket finish, I've got the feeling. Colmer leads with 2.5 to go. Damon Lyle comes again. Wayne Thompson's closed the gap. Hayden Norman and also the 98 car of Dale Riley Jr. right there as the 2 leaders are going for it. Wayne Thompson can sniff a victory in 3rd place. 2 to go. It's Paul Colmer just in front. Damon Lyle's got him well and truly off the curb this time. Damon Lyle from Carnarvon hits the front. On the outside, Paul Colmer fights back and he's back in front. Right behind the pair of them is Wayne Thompson, and then storming home now is Hayden Norman. 1 lap to go in heat number 12, the Australian title. It's Colmer, Lyle, Thompson and Norman and Dale Riley Jr. homeward bound they are with just a couple of cars behind them. Paul Colmer still in front from Damon Lyle. Right behind him is Wayne Thompson, then Hayden Norman and Dale Riley Jr. Blanket finish coming up. Colmer is going to screw it down on the curb. Damon Lyle's going to have to go the big one on the outside. It won't quite work, and Colmer wins by a car length. Lyle, Thompson, Norman and Dale Riley Jr. only 1.5 seconds separated the 6 places. Ricky Throckmorton, then Daniel Amaturi well back down the field, and Travis Moynihan was in the wars in car number 33, and he will be last to complete the distance. The quick lap of the race was Wayne Thompson with a 20.277. Paul Colmer wins by 0.39 of a second over Damon Lyle and Wayne Thompson in heat 12.
Wowee.